We're going to do a brief video on MSFT stock, Microsoft stock, and we've got a Microsoft daily chart here for you with a 200-hour moving average in blue. Let's take a quick look at it. You can see the 200-hour moving average has rolled over on Microsoft. Not a good sign for Microsoft. You can see that we're in bear market here, April of 2022. Went down, put in the bottom, rallied up, and approached from the underside, the 200-day moving average, and bounced right down underneath it. And in early, or more like mid-August, and just crashed right down. Microsoft this week put in new lows for this particular decline at $213.43. Not a good sign for Microsoft. Rallied up a little bit and closed below the previous day, but no big deal. Below the 200-day moving average, below the 20-day moving average in red, below the 5-day moving average in green. Very negative for Microsoft on a daily chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart real quick and see what's going on with Microsoft. We can see that Microsoft has this week bounced right around its 200-week moving average. If it breaks through this significantly, closed above it, you can barely see it, but it did close above it. If it this one expanded a little bit, you can see where it just closed above the blue line. If it breaks through this blue line and closes below it next week or any week here in the following few weeks, then that's going to put this in a bear market on a weekly chart, which is very negative for Microsoft, and it's going to force it to go down here and test. Most likely, I'm not predicting anything, but in general, it's going to go down here and force it to test the low 130s. This is your support right here, this low 130. It looks like, I'm just going to say it's 135, but it's probably a little lower than that. 132.52, something like that. Low 130s is where your next support is on this chart. There's arguably some support here at the 196 level, but it's not really good. But it is there. But your major support here is your low 130s. So if Microsoft breaks down, look for Microsoft to make newer lows here. If it holds and bounces and gets above this point right here, which is, looks like $252, then that would be a good sign for Microsoft, and maybe we're done here and we'll get a rally. You have to see what happens. If you stretch this out a little bit, I'm talking about that point right there, that 152. If it can get above that and close above this, go a little higher and close above this 20-week moving average, then we'll start to see something else. I'm not really sure about that, but that's what's got to happen to get this stock turned around. Right now, it is flirting with being a bear market stock on a weekly chart, and you don't want that to happen. Let's go to the hourly real quick. Let's take a look at the blue 200-hour moving average. This is an intraday chart stretched back a couple months, but it's hourly. Each bar represents an hour. Here's August 26. You can see it broke through and stayed all the way down here until right here, where we got an aggressive rally above it and then crashed. This is a very negative signal for an intraday chart. They tried to rally it up over the 200-day moving average, and as soon as they got it up here, everybody sold the heck out of it. You can see that corresponds right here where everyone was in the last time they sold the heck out of it. So not real good. So there's a huge gap there. You can see it. It dropped all the way down to here, and that's 251 all the way down to 234. It's almost $15 gap there, and this is on an hourly chart. So that would have probably most likely been the open. I can't do it real quick here. Yeah, that's on the open. It dropped 15 bucks, 14, 15 bucks, and never did fill that gap. So not good news on an intraday chart. We'll see what happens next week. But 200 hour moving average blue. We're above now the 5-hour, and we're above the 20-hour, so maybe we'll rally up here to this 227 here Monday, but who knows. Let's take a look algorithmically and see what Microsoft is for tomorrow, the 7th of November. Microsoft. Let's see, right here, we've got zeros across the board. It says no buys for tomorrow for Microsoft on the 1, 5, and 20-day hold. Let's check the trend following. Got a 30-day trend following. This is in tomorrow, out at the end of 30 days at a loss, or take your profits as soon as you can get them. Microsoft, it says short for tomorrow. So it's got a short out at $221.59. Of course, for entertainment purposes only. You trade at your own risk. Can't use our commentary or enterprise for anything other than entertainment. But it does say short for Microsoft tomorrow, which is really interesting at $221.59. Of course, for entertainment purposes only. So that's what we've got for you tomorrow. You can get access to all these yourself every morning by 7 a.m. at rbamresearch.com. Link in the description below. It's all free. No credit card required. Just follow the link. Put in your email address over at RBAM Research and get free instant access to 190 stocks, the major forex pairs, BTC, crypto, and the most liquid futures contracts. If you leave us a ticker symbol in the comment section below, assuming we can get to it and assuming it's something we can do, we'll do a technical analysis on it for you if we can do it. And if you like this video, please click the like button. If you like this, if you want to, please subscribe, and keep in mind you definitely trade at your own risk.